All right, Bears, welcome to the 2022-23 school year. I am so excited to be back. This is my class presentation. I'm going to go through this for you, and obviously because I'm screencasting it, I want you to pace this at your level. If there's things you need to go back and review, you can do that on your own time. So I hope you find this helpful. You can always ask me questions if there is anything that you need. All right, let's do it. Okay, so first of all, so if you scan this code real quick, all right, this will allow you to, this will take you straight to this presentation so that you can bookmark it if you ever need to go back to it. I'm also going to post it on Google Classroom. So this presentation will be accessible to you, nothing to worry about. Okay, here we go. I just put this little virtual locker in here that represents who I am. I did post an assignment for you to create your own virtual locker, which is going to look in some ways like this and very different than this. But by looking in this locker, there is a lot of stuff about me that represent who I am and what I'm about. Here we have a good quote. We have a couple of really good quotes that I think pertain to PE. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. And whatever makes you feel uncomfortable is your biggest opportunity for growth. I find that students in physical education in particular find it very challenging, have a lot of fears, do not feel that they are competent or capable of doing a lot of the stuff that we do in class. And I will tell you right now firsthand, you are completely capable and you are going to overcome a lot this year in this class. I'm here to help motivate you, but at the end of the day, it's about you believing in yourself. So I cannot wait to see you challenge yourself, and I cannot wait to see you grow. Here are some of the key topics that we're going to be talking about in this presentation. All right, I'm going to go through each of these as quickly as I can. And like I said, if you feel I went over something too quickly, you can go back and look at it. Okay, you can review it. Okay, so here we go. Short bio on myself. This is my 18th year at Cupertino Middle School. All right, I've taught all grade levels. I have a wife, 2 daughters. My daughter is starting high school this year. I have another daughter starting middle school, and I have my 3-year-old son. I went to UC Berkeley for my undergrad. I went to San Jose State for my teaching credential. I love both universities, but I'm a diehard Cal fan. I love Cal football, Cal sports, Cal everything. Let me see. I used to be an endurance athlete. I say used to just because when I had kids, I had to give up a lot of these long endurance events, but they're still in my blood and I hope to get back to them someday. But I've done a lot of marathons, ultra marathons, mountain bike races, triathlons, road bike events. All right. I still love to bike. I did it all summer. I love hiking. I run a lot. I've done some obstacle course races. I try and work out and stay active every day of the week. I'm passionate about teaching and feel blessed to have this career. And I am the cross country coach, which is block 1, and the track and field coach, which is block number 5. All right. So, all right. Okay. Contact info. My prep is 6th period. I teach 3 periods of 6th grade, 3 periods of 8th grade. My website is sickfitpe.com. I'm going to go through more of that as we go through this. Bear Pride, I just wanted to put a slide in here about Bear Pride. You've been sitting through the Bear Pride videos, filling out the Bear Pride questionnaire. All right, this is a very big part of our campus and our philosophy, so make sure that you are trying to follow Bear Pride principles every day, staying positive, taking care of your campus, being nice to your friends, and just having a lot of kindness. For those of you that didn't know, there are state standards. There are 8th grade standards and 6th grade standards, and I use those standards to develop and drive my curriculum. And these standards hit on a bunch of different things, a lot of health-related standards, fitness-related, motor skill standards. We have social development, sportsmanship, So you're going to see that a lot of the assignments that I give and a lot of the work that you have is going to center around these standards. So my daily commitment to you, all right, I feel like there are 6 guiding principles for me. One is that I teach PE concepts to help motivate students to be active for a lifetime. Ultimately, I want you to be active and healthy and take care of yourself and really enjoy moving and enjoy all of the different opportunities to move. 2, differentiate instruction so that I can address all types of learners because we're in this together. Some of you like it visual, some of you like it audio, some of you like it in graphic. A lot of you do well when I'm demonstrating things in class. So I'm just going to try to present information in a lot of different ways for you. Number 3, understanding that we have good days and bad days, but I will always try and push you to see your potential. I don't really promote or believe in selling yourself short because I believe that you can achieve a lot more than you think you can personally. And so that's one of my goals, is to help you understand that. Number 4, maintain open lines of communication. I use Google Classroom all the time and whiteboards during class, but also I'm available to you at brunch, and sometimes at lunch. Number 5, support and help you whenever possible. And then 6, side note, although it is not possible to update grades on a daily basis, I will do my best to keep them updated regularly. So that's my commitment to you. In return, you have a commitment to me, all right, and to this class. Play and work out safe while having a ton of fun. So I want you to stay safe, both keeping yourself safe and keeping your classmates safe. Number 2, I want you to dress in appropriate workout clothes, bring a water bottle, and make sure you are fueled with food. So basically, putting yourself in a situation where you can work out comfortably and safely. 3, I want you to really focus on always being kind. Be kind to your classmates, be kind to me. All right. Just be kind to the equipment that we use and stay kind in the environment. Number 4, have integrity and play by the rules of the game. Cheating never shows you how you really stack up. Number 5, always aim to work at or above your potential. Life is short to sell yourself short. And number 6, I want you to self-advocate. Ask your teacher, teammates, classmates questions. Seek help when you need it. So if I meet my 6 commitments, you meet your 6 commitments, we're going to have a great year and everyone's going to be successful. All right. Google Classroom is my primary way of getting information to you. It's about I'd say 95 to 100% of the information that you get in my class is going to be given to you through Google Classroom. If I don't give it to you to Google Classroom, I will in class on whiteboards, on sheets of paper, whatever, or I will just verbally tell you. But Google Classroom is really the tool that I use the most throughout the year. I have sickfitpe.com. That is my class website. And if you see these 2 QR codes at the bottom, there is an 8th grade page on my website and a 6th grade page on my website. So please feel free to scan that and bookmark it, and you'll get information there. Okay, how do these things work? Notes. How do you get out of PE? I'm hoping that a lot of you are not going to be looking at ways to get out of PE, but if you legitimately have a reason, a parent note will get you out for up to 3 days. Okay, but after 3 days, you have to have a doctor's note. And then you will have a doctor's note that will prescribe what you can and can't do so that during class I can help modify your activity. Any class that you do miss through a parent note or through a doctor's note, you're going to lose your participations for that day, your points, and they will have to be made up. Getting a note does not give you a freebie in participation. You are not participating. Therefore, you will have to make up those points. Okay. And this whole policy is actually in the handbook. Okay. So if you want to see it in the handbook, you can click. This is the student handbook, both on PE excuses and the uniforms. Okay. So there are 2 excerpts from the handbook that directly relate to PE. And I just wanted to show you that they do exist, that these are things that we are not making up, but these are a school-wide policy and they are in the handbook. All right. Here are your Google Classroom codes. All of you should be in Google Classroom, but for whatever reason, if you didn't get loaded, if the gradebook system didn't load you, or you switched classes, you need the code to get in. They are here on this presentation right here. How am I going to break down your grade in this class? At the end of each semester, you are going to receive a letter grade in my class, an A through an F. Obviously, going back to my previous slides about my 6 commitments and your 6 commitments, if we both meet those, you're going to have no problem crushing this class. Okay, and you'll actually probably find the class pretty fun and easy. Okay, 45% of your overall grade is going to be based on participation, your day-to-day behavior in my class. Are you at your roll call number? Are you warming up? Are you participating in the activity? Are you helping to clean up? All right. Are you getting out of the locker room on time? You know, all of these things kind of bake into participation. And in participation, you receive weekly points. And then I start subtracting those points if I see that your participation in the class is starting to slip. Running and fitness, every week we have a run day or a fitness day. That's 25% of your grade. Assignments and projects, things that I pop on Google Classroom that you turn in, that's 20% of your grade. The mile, 2 mile, and the bare fit are 15% of your overall grade, just those 3 things alone. And then dressing out in proper workout clothes is worth 10% of your grade. Run days. There's 2 types of runs in my class. I call them assessment runs or training runs. Okay. The assessment runs are your mile and your 2 mile, plain and simple. Those runs, you are assessed on a rubric, okay, and they are weighted higher than the training runs. And those runs have a much higher impact on your overall grade. The training runs are more of the runs that you do week to week, and the training runs vary. There's all kinds of training runs that we do, all kinds of training runs. There's partner. Let me see. I'll click here. So the assessment or mile, 2 mile training runs, we do the partner mile, variety run. We do a 5-person relay. There's a run called the RPE run that I've done in the past, max laps, fitness runs. There's so many more. I create and invent a lot of runs throughout every year that I do these 2. So assessment runs, mile, 2 mile, training runs are those runs that are in between. Okay. So that's good. So we use the mile, 2 mile runs as a cardiovascular fitness challenge to track progress and hopefully improve and hopefully show improvement over the course of the year. We will discuss more details about the specific runs during class. Okay. You're going to have 4 1 mile runs and you're going to have 4 2 mile runs this year. Each run is worth double points. You will log your runs in a PE department template. You will reflect on your runs, and then these runs have been planned out for the entire year, and those will be posted on Google Classroom. Not every week, but a lot of weeks you're going to have specific fitness days. These are days where I design and create specific types of fitness circuits. All right, some of these might be driven by a timer system. Some of these might be, I might give you a handout and you might be working out in a group. It could be deck of cards. It could be a spin the wheel. It could be a dice workout. It could be with equipment, without equipment. So I try to be very creative on these fitness days. Units. So these are some of the units that we're going to be going over this year in both 6th grade and 8th grade. So when we do dance, we do it all together, all grade levels at the exact same time. So all 8th graders are in dance together. All 6th graders are in dance together. We all do track and field together. All right. All 6th graders do Tininkling. It's a Filipino folk dance. that you do, but it's more than just dancing. It's a lot of teamwork and stuff involved in that as well. I do a lot of teamwork and team building activities, and then we're going to spend some time in class going over concepts. All right, so there'll be lessons focusing on heart rate or the fitness components or different muscle groups, all that kind of stuff. Going back to participation in the class, participation is just, like I said, it's all the stuff you do daily. Warm-ups, dynamic exercises, daily participation, behavior during explanation and organization of the lesson, behavior on roll call, attitude towards me and others in the class. So the way I'm going to do this is you're going to get 25 points per week in my class. 5 points on Monday, 5 points on Tuesday, 5 points on Friday. That's 15, and then you get 10 on the block period since it's kind of a double class. All right, infractions, you're going to lose points out of those. So if I'm correcting your behavior a lot on Monday, for example, I might take 3 of your 5 points away. If you're absent, you automatically lose those 5 points or 10 points for that day, and those have to be made up. Okay, so it's really, really important that you try not to be absent. If you have a doctor's note, you lose those points. If you have a parent note, you lose those points. If you are not physically participating in the lesson for that day, then you will lose those points. Okay. These are ways that you can lose points in my class: not seated on roll call, standing around during a team game, using mean language towards other students, acting defiant or disrespectful, having a note to exempt you, cheating, choosing not to participate, obviously if you're absent. Okay. PE uniform, 10% of your grade. Blue shorts, gray shirt. I don't really want to go over this in great detail. Your name needs to be on your short. Your name needs to be on your shirt. If that's not going to happen, it's going to be a dress cut. This is 10% of your grade. You lose 5 points per day that you are not dressing out for PE. I give every student 50 points to start the semester. So you get 50 points in this bucket, and every infraction I take 5 points away. Pretty simple. You're going to have the Bear Fit 4 times a year. All right. We use this to assess your health related fitness components. All right. You're going to be putting this information into a template that'll be graphed. You'll be turning these things in on Google Classroom. Pretty easy. Buyback. I have buyback assignments. These are going to be posted on Google Classroom. You're going to have the option to do assignments that are worth 5 points or 10 points. So if you're absent on a Monday, for example, and you want those 5 points back, you're going to be doing a 5-point buyback assignment. If you're absent on a block period, you would need to buy back your 10 points. All right, so you can buy back points that you lose in class by doing assignments, and there are options. There are 5-point options and 10-point options, and those, like I said, will be on Google Classroom. Finally, after school sports. All right, we have 5 seasons of sports, and these are all 5 of them. We have cross country, boys volleyball, and girls softball coming up next week. So if you're interested, you need to go through the process. Okay, there is a link at the bottom of this presentation right here where you can sign up for after school sports. All right, we will all work together, have some fun, work hard, and most importantly, let's support each other. We are part of the SickFit family. There was a lot of information in here. I kind of went through, believe it or not, even though the presentation might seem long, I went through each of the topics pretty quickly. So if you have more questions, let me know. All right, good luck.